Hello everyone, and welcome to the 0.56 update showcase. This is going to be looking at the first experimental update which has just been released for 0.56, and there might be more experimentals released in the future and definitely some changes made to this update before it hits the stable branch, but this is going to be covering the first release of it and what's new. Starting off with weapons, we have the IZH-18. This is a single barrel rifle which uses the 7.62 by 39mm rounds. The weapon is actually pretty nice. You can see the iron sights are quite good on this, and when you do inspect the weapon, it does say that it has a scope rail on it, so I do assume that we will be able to use the hunting scopes on these once they are added. That's not confirmed, but since it does have a scope rail, we can assume that it is ready to have a scope attached to it. Now, as I have mentioned, it is a single barrel rifle, so it will just take one round, and after you fire that one off, you will have to reload once again. Now on to our next weapon, the Winchester Model 70. This is a bolt-action rifle that does use the 308 Winchester rounds. Again, this is another weapon where the iron sights are quite impressive, as you'll see here. But let's get the reload out of the way, see how that sounds, and then let's get to shooting this weapon. Moving on, we do have the SVD. This does come with a PSO scope attached to it by default, but you can also remove it if you would like to. It does take the 7.62 by 54mm rounds, which do have a new texture, as you can see on the screen. Now, I actually did not end up finding an SVD after hours of searching for one at Vibor Military Camp and Northwest Airfield and other military locations, where it does, spawn on experimental, but I didn't have any luck finding one. They are meant to be rare, so I wasn't surprised, that it was difficult to come across one, but hopefully some of you will be able to find one and test it out yourself. Now, as you can see there in the picture, it does have a magazine in it, and that is the 10-round SVD mag. You will not find this next to the weapon or in the weapon by default. You will have to find it. I also didn't have any luck finding this, so overall it seems like the SVD and the mag will be quite rare. Some other things I wanted to share with you is that the Red 9 pistol is now spawning in as well, has been reported by a few people, and some pictures have been posted of that pistol. The Cash Stand C1 optic for the AKs is also spawning in, and the PSO can now be attached to the AK-74. In the previous update, you could not attach the PSO to the AK-74, but that has now been fixed, and you can put it on there. So that about sums it up for weapons in the first experimental release of the 0.56 update. Let's keep going and see what else we have. Moving on to some of the new clothing that you will be seeing in the 0.56 update, we do have the new hunting jackets, and these do come in summer, autumn, spring, and winter variants. So that was the summer one I just had on, and now we switched over to the spring. All of these do have pants, and if you can find them, those pants do go with this to make the full setup. So if you do manage to find both the pants and the jacket, the full setup does look quite good. The inventory system has received some changes as well, so now you can completely customize it and set it up to be the way you want. So basically what I do now is, as you'll see here, drag everything off, and then the way you drag things on is how it will be in your inventory. So over here I will drag my vest on first, that'll be the top item, and then my backpack, that will come behind it, then my top, and then my pants. So basically whichever item you drag on first will be at the top, whichever item you drag on last will be at the bottom, and you can completely customize your inventory and make it the way you want. So here we go again. Take everything off just to show how it goes. I want my backpack at the top, my vest below that, my top below that, and then the pants all the way at the bottom, and there we go. So pretty awesome that you can completely customize your inventory now and make it just how you want. So another change to inventory is that now putting something in your hands removes it from your inventory slot. So I do it with the MP5 here, and it's not going into my weapon slot because I already have a primary weapon, the IZH. But when I take it from my backpack, as you can see, it removes those slots from my backpack when it's in my hands. Of course, you want to keep room in there so that when you put your weapon away or whatever you have in your hands, it goes back into your inventory. Hopefully there is enough room, or else it will be dropped, so you just want to watch out for that. Oil barrels have been added, and these can be used to store items. They do have 49 slots and come in different colors. The one I had here is the yellow one, but the texture for it was not working at the time of recording this video. They do have blue as well. I think they also come in other colors, but I'm not too sure on that. The only ones I have seen are blue and yellow ones. As you can see, 49 slots. Now there was a bug at the time of recording this, which allowed you to store this barrel, which has 49 slots of storage in your inventory, and have it only take up a 2x2 inventory slot. So hopefully that does get fixed soon. I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be, but as of right now in experimental, that's how it is. In the future though, you will be able to carry this, as they have showed us in the past work in progress animations of players carrying barrels. Next, let's talk about map changes. So there has been a few changes around the map, one of them being up at the northwest airfield, where the prison that is next to the fire station has been removed. Now moving to Turovo, where the prison there has also been removed. A market has been added to the car lot in Severino. A new store, like the one you see there, can be found in many cities around the map. This one that we're looking at here is just north of Severograd. In Cabinino, the red brick building has been replaced with a piano building, and across from that, one of the new stores has been added to the city as well. And now to one of the biggest map changes in 0.56, Stary Sobor tents have returned. These were in the DayZ mod, but didn't make it into standalone to begin with, and now have been added back with the 0.56 update. Something else that you'll notice in the 0.56 update is that the number of zombies in military areas has increased. You'll notice this at Balota Airfield, Northwest Airfield, any military zone. You'll notice that you'll be seeing many more zombies there. There is now a status that will tell you if you have a chipped or bumped leg, and the way to fix this is to use a splint or morphine. I ended up getting this when I was in the fire station in Severograd. When attacking zombies, you can now cause them to have broken legs, and they will still try to come after you even with broken legs, but it does slow them down quite a bit. There has been some changes to fireplaces, so holding an ashwood stick in your hands and then looking at a fireplace now gives you the option to hold the ashwood stick over the fireplace and cook something. So basically, if I had a piece of boar steak on there, a raw boar steak, I can just hold it over the fire and cook that right on the stick. You don't need any cooking pots or anything like that. Dragging a lit fire into your inventory will now catch your character on fire. And the last thing about fireplaces is that now you can make a hand drill to light fireplaces, so you don't need matches or anything else, just using this hand drill. And the way to get it is to use a sharp object on an oak tree. That'll give you an oak bark, which is what I have right here, and then you combine this with sticks. That'll give you the hand drill, and with that you can look at the fireplace and it will let you ignite by using hand drill. So pretty easy. As you'll see here, it works for me from the first attempt. So with this, and also the ability to use a stick to cook anything on the fire, that means you can now 100% survive off the land. You don't need to go into towns for cooking pots or for matches or anything like that. So for those of you that are into that and hate going through the struggle of finding matches and that progress, or looking for a cooking pot, this will work now as well. So pretty cool stuff. Happy to see this in. So that's gonna do it for this video. This was the first 0.56 experimental video showcase. I hope you all enjoyed it. There was a lot of stuff to cover and I know it went on for a bit. It's now over 12 minutes, but hopefully you ended up learning a lot of new stuff and got to know a little bit more about this update. I may do more videos as more experimental updates get pushed out for this. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.